Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all.
Replay. Come on in, y'all. We're going to get crafty, and I got a box, and we're going to open it together, and I'm going to show you what's inside of it. We're going to make something with a fall vibe, I guess you could say. So whenever you get here, say hey. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. If you don't see a red box above my head, that means you are catching the replay, y'all, which is totally fine. All you have to do is comment the word Scarecrow, and that will allow my page to send you a message on how I get all the details of everything that we're using. I did pick some colors today. We're going to use cherry, bumblebee, bark, and black velvet. So I hope you guys will hang out with me, and let's get started, y'all. I've got a box here. We're going to open it up, but if you're in my broadcast channel or you pay attention to my page, when I say pay attention to my page, y'all need to be checking go to my page, like, I don't know, every couple hours to see if I've posted something new, and you need to engage with the post. Okay? You need to make sure that you join our text lists, because we are, I don't know, stirring up some Labor Day weekend deals. So make sure you text the word join to 469-751-6299. So I want to make sure you know that. But comment Scarecrow, y'all, whenever you get here. Let me get my big old paper towel roll out of here. It doesn't belong. What's up, everybody? Come on in, y'all. We're going to get crafty, and we're going to do something real cute. But first, we got to open the box, because I got a box. And I have a sander over here in the way. Let me know if Scarecrow is working. It should be. So, I don't know if this is sold out, but this is color of the month. It is called Ditto, and it is an ink. Every first of the month, we come out with a brand new exclusive color. It may be paste, it may be ink. This month it was ink, but last I heard that it would sell out today. In order to get the color of the month on the first of every month, while supplies last that month, you must place an order of $75 subtotal on my chalk website. Okay? But it's purple, and it's going to be great for those Halloween projects. Okay? So make sure, comment Scarecrow. The very first link in that message is going to take you to my chalk website. You can purchase up to 3 jars at a time. Okay? All right. Looky what I see, folks. I see some new transfers. Hold on. Here we go. Y'all ready for this? Look at this, y'all. Look. Be giving. Thanksgiving pies, 5 cents. The pumpkin is in. Y'all. Thanks, Dana. I appreciate that. This one right here, every time I see it, makes me like giggle. It's Snoopy jumping into a pile of leaves. I think that is just absolutely 100% precious. And I don't know if you can see it, because of the glare, but, hopefully that's better. Anywho, this one's really, really cute. I love that guy so much. Okay. This one we're probably going to do tomorrow. This is called Spooky Crew. Okay. That one's super cute. Scarecrow, Snoopy Scarecrow. We're doing this one tonight, y'all, and we're going to put a twist on it. So comment the word Scarecrow whenever you get here. This one already sold out, y'all. I wasn't lying when I told y'all day one, go get all your new stuff, because there's no restocking. If you missed out, so sorry, Charlie. Okay, so this is Happy Halloween. Love, love, love that one. Football. Hello, everybody. And then this is cute. The world needs messy people. They do. World needs messy people. We are all not perfect. And if you are trying to be, then get out, right? Welcome, Great Pumpkin. There's Mr. Zach. Okay, so those are the Peanuts transfers that launched. What day, y'all? I don't even know what day. What is today? Today's Monday. Was it Thursday? Yes, Friday. I don't even know what day it is. So Another thing I got, we actually had a small holiday. It's called Holiday Home release. All holiday. And I got all of those transfers as well. So let's check those out. This one's, Oh Christmas Tree. This one is called Santa Sweets. And I know you may not be able to see these because of the glare, but Friday. Thanks, Heather. Today's Monday, right? I've only been up since 4:45 this morning. This one is Vintage Reindeer. Super cute. The eyes are creepy as all get out, but once they are pasted, they're perfect. This is amazing. This is called the Damask pattern. And for some reason, I see Halloween. Not sure what we're going to do yet, but that's what I see. Hello, friends. This right here, I'm so excited about. This is etched ornaments. And guess what, y'all? We also have the shapes, so like the ornaments to go with it. So you could get the transfer by itself, you could get the shapes by itself, or the ornaments, or you can get a bundle. Okay? That's super exciting. This one is amazing. It's the mistletoe pattern. And then last but not least, and I don't know how to say this, but I'm calling it Joy Noel. It's a very vintage Santa. This right here is probably one that I'll do in one color. Maybe ash on white. Hey, Autumn. So those are the new transfers. And now I got to find room for all these because they're not going on my peg shelf right now. Because they won't, I don't know the word. I have a transfer over here that we're going to use and I don't need to cover that up. Wallpaper in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. Amen, sister. Maybe that's why. All right, let me put these over here. What have y'all been up to today? Y'all been checking out my stories today? Hi, Miss Sherry. Miss Sherry is a new Perks member of ours. What else did I get? I got a catalog. Did y'all get catalogs? It's such an awesome, I love looking through here and being like, okay, that's going to be a project and that's going to be a project. It's like your wish list. You can circle things if you want them in the future. Maybe you need to save up some money for them, whatever it may be. But I did get a catalog. The Joy Noel looks creepy. And then y'all, we got to do this one day. This right here is an exclusive Autumn Vibes Perks Pack kit. Okay. If you're a Perks member or designer, you know that you can only get this, or you can get this for only $20. It's like over $50 retail. 50 or right at, over 50 or right at 50. Go put this in your cart and make something with this. You get 2 of the 9x12 door tags. So this is an exclusive kit to Perks members or designers. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just comment the word Scarecrow and go join Perks because you get 30% off everything I'm showing you. All the chalk stuff. It's half off to join this month, so it's only $10 to join. You get $20 back in product credit. Okay? And then 30% off every single month on the chalk products. So go check that out. And then I went ahead and stocked up on, oh, I forgot these. These are the new decorative trees. So we're going to be doing these up soon. They are 2 different sizes, but they fit, they interlock. And they are standing trees. So we're going to do those. But I went ahead and I stocked up on what we call our chalk spot surfaces. If you haven't done this, you need to do so. Okay? Because they are very affordable. And they are just fun things to have around if you just ever need a go-to surface. So these are just the regular simple rectangles. They're about 5x7. These are cheap, y'all. I don't even know, $2, $3. Okay, we've got a 9-inch round. And then here's our 9x12 door tag. It comes with twine. Then you've got your square. You've got your circle. You've got your circle with a piece of twine, and then you have the little miniature door tag. Okay. So go grab these. They're very, very inexpensive, on purpose by design. Okay. So go grab those. And now we're going to get to crafting. Okay. Don't need that. The boys' first day of getting up early went fine. We're, trying to get a new schedule ourselves. Like, we went to bed at 11 last night. Normally we go to bed about midnight. So it's going to be great. Okay. We're going to use the Snoopy Scarecrow transfer. They're MDF'd on. I lived through the mushroom craze once already. Yeah, I get it. Okay. So I'm going to pull out my transfer. We are going to use the weave-in pattern, I believe, on my 9x9 Chubby, but we're not going to put this on until after we finish our Scarecrow, because honestly, y'all, I don't know what color I want to put this on the Chubby in. Okay. Parents did fine, Michelle. I set my alarm for 4:45 and it never fails. Okay. Is this y'all too? Like, I have a clock in my room, but it's the wrong time. Like, I don't want to see in the middle of the night what time it is, because then I start thinking like, oh, I only have 45 minutes or 2 hours left before my alarm goes off. So I'm pretty sure I was awake 30 minutes before my alarm went off at 4:45. Just saying. It always happens like that. But it was fine. So we are going to use our cutout. We do have the Peanuts brand new autumn 2025 cutouts on our website. All you have to do is comment Scarecrow, and there's in the message it says Peanuts cutouts. You can go shop those. And then we're going to use the 9x9 Chubby. Okay. And this is like self-standing because it's chubby. I did not make my sweatshirt. I actually got this when I went to ChalkCon in Missouri, and today I was cold. I was in the house working on bundles, and I was cold today, so I had my sweatshirt on. Meanwhile, Zach is, out in the shop hot. He actually got in the pool. He had like a break today and got in the pool. I was very proud of him for doing that. So I was in here freezing. I hope so too. Debbie Wood, you need to sign up for perks, honey. Yes, you do. So here we go. We're not going to work with this just yet. Okay. What we're going to do first is we're going to paint our Scarecrow, our Snoopy Scarecrow, in white. So this is going to kind of be one of those like watercoloring effects. Hi, Pamela. So we're going to paint this in all white. Let me grab a paintbrush. Yeah, I think the practice today went really well. Jackson informed us that the coach used him as an example multiple times today in practice. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, Mom, we had to do the 4-point stance, and he showed me what it was. And he's like, you have to keep your head up. I guess it's like when they're down on the ground, and they got to keep their head up. And then you have to like, whenever it's time to like go forward, you like do these little bitty steps back and forth and you move forward. He's like, yeah, the coach was like, yeah, watch Jackson do it. Everybody do it like him. And I was like, oh boy. Like in a good way. Like, this is exciting. So Zach was excited about that as well. So the other guy, Dylan, he's not really sure what position he should go for. So Zach was working with him tonight to try and figure that out. But kids are just jerks these days. Because Zach was telling them, like, if you don't understand something that the coach is saying, you need to raise your hand and you need to, ask a question. Like, don't be that guy that just sits there and doesn't understand and does something wrong, potentially hurts himself. And, Dylan's just like, well, people, what if they're like, oh, you didn't know that? And Zach's like, who cares? You have my permission to tell him to shoo off. So we just need Dylan to get a little bit more confidence. But I think after maybe their talk today, he'll be better. He just doesn't know what position. Like Jackson, we already know. Defense. Jackson will hunt down the enemy and put them to the ground. Fast. For sure. And they have their first game, y'all, 2 weeks from today. Can you believe that? I've already got our spirit wear ordered. I told the boys that today and they were like, oh my gosh, Mom, do you really? They're like, does it have our name on it? And I was like, no. I had an option for a number, but I don't know your football numbers yet. And they're like, oh, please don't do that. Like, once I find out your number, I'm going to have a hat and I'm going to have a purse and I'm going to have shorts. I'm going to have your number on my butt, on my shorts. Not really. But yeah, Zach and I got our spirit wear today. And, you know, we plan on attending even the away games. So if it happens to fall on a mini sale Monday, we're just going to have to adjust because my kids come first. And I was talking to Zach about it, and I'm like, well, it might be on a Tuesday. He's like, it's mini sale Monday on a Tuesday. I'm like, okay. So we have the freedom, you know, now that, you know, we're not working in the office for corporate America, we can just pick up and go. So I'm really looking forward to it. All right, I'm just giving this a good coat, y'all. Chatting away. Yep, that's right, Melinda. He'll be the next player called Refrigerator. Yeah. Zach played in Chicago, yes. He did, whenever he lived there. And then his parents moved here his senior year. But I have a feeling that Jackson is going to do well with football. I think Dylan will too once he finds, like figures it out. Because they've never played football. We just kind of threw him to the wolves. So, I could tattoo their number. Oh, goodness. But yeah, Zach and I threw out the day today because, you know, they're not supposed to have cell phones at school. And we're both just like, oh, I wonder how it went this morning. I wonder how it went. I want to text him so bad. I'm like, no, I can't. So the minute they got here, we're like, okay, sit down. Tell us all about it. But the crazy thing is, y'all, is I don't know if I've told y'all this. I think I was explaining it to somebody. Maybe it was y'all. So we get up early, right? I mean, we were out of the house at 5:40 this morning. Well, they're not going to eat a huge breakfast. I mean, they might, but I don't really want them to because they're going to be working out and all that stuff on a really heavy stomach. So like Jackson had, I don't know what he had, but Dylan had like an egg taco or something like that, breakfast taco. But then we packed like a protein cookie for after practice because, you know, practice is almost like 2.5 hours because they have athletics the first period. All right, we're going to go and do Woodstock as well. So Jackson packed a protein cookie and like a meat and cheese stick thing. And we were asking them about it today. We're like, hey, did they keep the breakfast, like lunchroom line open? We're like, no. And they said so many of the kids were starving, begging the boys to share their food with them. And I'm like, well, now tomorrow, what you should do is just pack like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Well, and of course, Jackson's like, Mom, I was starving. I'm like, well, what happened to your snacks you packed? And he goes, well, I forgot I had them. Well, that's on you, Ricky Bobby. So tomorrow, they'll pack a peanut butter and jelly to eat after practice and probably take a protein shake. Those like Core Power protein shakes. I buy them by the case in this house. Zach drinks them too. But I honestly feel bad for the kids because any kid, I'm sure they're starving by 11 o'clock when lunchtime rolls around. All right, so we've got them all painted. There's a lot of paint on the edge of this. We're going to go off and around and clean it up. Peanut butter. Okay, hold on. Thanks for answering questions, y'all. I'm just over here chit-chatting. That's right, Melinda. Exactly, Shannon. Shannon, I have those 3 items you asked about. They're coming your way, girl. Happy mail. Thank you, Dana. No, he does, Sherry. He does want to play. I've already started school, Tracy. Oh, Amy, interesting. Okay, let me put that there. Okay, sorry, I was just catching up, making sure I didn't miss any pressing information. Yeah, all my friends here are answering questions for others. I appreciate it. Okay, so I just have a push pin, and I'm going around the edges just to get some of this thick paste. You're welcome, Shannon. I just got to seal them and put them in the mail tomorrow. They're on there. They're going to come to you. All right, so again, I'm just taking a push pin and going around the edges because I am going to use my little marker to clean things up. However, I don't want to be cleaning up a bunch of paste gunked up on the edge. So, you can either do like me, or you can clean up the paste on the edge, or you could just paint the edges. Then you fix it all. So for those of you that are in my free VIP group, I got a lot done today. Getting back here at 6:20, 6:15 after dropping the kids off at school. Normally I don't get my day started till about 7:30. So I get like an extra hour. However, we're changing up our sleep schedule. But I'm a very productive morning person myself. But for those of you in the VIP group, what did you think about my new guide for all my favorite items? From what I could tell, y'all loved it. So that's good. So if you're not in my VIP group, make sure you comment the word Scarecrow and go join my free VIP group. I created a guide in the group that is all of my favorite things, and it's a picture and it's a link to get to that item because I get asked a lot. Good, Angel. I'm so glad. Isaac took 2 sandwiches and milk and thermos to keep it cold. Yep. Pack protein bars. Yep. I work in a school lunchroom. There is no deviation from meal schedules. Drive me nuts for kids who aren't able to make the designated meal times. I feel kids should be able to get food whenever they need. Yes, Debbie. Yes. Good, good, good. I'm glad it helped. Okay, we're going to dry this. Hi, Katie. I'm very talkative tonight, y'all. So if you're watching the replay and you don't like me talking, you can just move along. I didn't get a chance to, Tracy. Things happened so quickly this last month. I think with us going on vacation, the sneak peek I gave you was in the group itself. It was that little picture, or it was the picture with the itty bitty tiny minuscule photo. I don't know. Hint. I took the pictures though to do them. But everyone's starting to receive their boxes. So those should be hitting y'all's mailbox, front porch, whatever, in the next couple of days. Hi, Evelise. Good, Dana. I'm so glad you loved it. Amanda got hers today. I'm so glad. Y'all, I am so glad y'all are loving that box. I was questionable. Not me. I wasn't questionable. It was questionable. Yeah, with my finger, that one. Oh my gosh. And then Zach pretty much got all the swap box cut today. So those are going to be going out this week. Debbie got her first one. Yay. Hi, Regina. All right, we want to make sure this is nice and dry. Barbara got hers. Tammy got hers. Yes, next Monday, the 25th, we'll have Mini Sale Monday. Yes, ma'am. And I have cutouts painted. I have quite a few already. I'm so proud of myself. I'll have a bead bundle. Trying to think what else. Who knows? Oh, Sandy. What colors are you going to paint it or make it up? Patty got hers. The 25th, Amanda. Typically on the 25th, the swap box ships out. But they may go out earlier. Just depends on what a 4:45 a.m. wake up for 4 days straight keeps in mind. Best Monday ever. That's right. Vetril got hers. Awesome. All right, so here we go, y'all. What we're going to do next. Let me clean off my fingers real quick. Okie doke. I'm going to grab my marker. My black overseas marker. Sally Smith. We're doing, well, it'll be fall and Halloween. Okay, so I'm going to take this marker and I'm going to clean up all of the edges. And this one is actually dead. Let me grab another one. Hold on. I have backups. That's red. Hold on. I do not want red. I don't want red. I need black. Let's try this one. There we go. So I'm going to take this all along the edge. And this is going to cover up any of the white paste that I painted on the edge. So that it looks clean. Hi, Jean. I love gadgets. Gotta have it all. Got a brush cleaning machine today. Dana, let me know how that works out. Darlene got all her boxes. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Yes, Dana, let us know how the brush cleaner works. Is it electric? I wish I had a brush cleaner, like for real, like take it to the sink, clean them up, put them away. What did y'all do for dinner tonight? We had that chicken thing I showed y'all in my stories. It actually turned out pretty good, and it reminded me of chicken pot pie. We had biscuits with it. I had cottage cheese with mine. But it turned out good. The boys actually liked it. I was a little concerned. So this just takes a second, especially for these cutouts that have a lot of little nooks and crannies. Just be patient. That's all you have to do. Just go along the edge. We're almost done. I know this is really boring, but y'all, I like to make sure all of my edges are clean. Good, hope. I'm so glad. I do need an assistant, Sharon. I need an assistant to clean my brushes. I need an assistant to do a lot more than that. Cornbread and buttermilk. Buttermilk? Like, wait a minute, Anita. Say that again. You put a cornbread in a bowl and then you pour buttermilk over it? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Lord, we got a fly friend. He is on the prowl, y'all. I feel like he's going to land on my head. He has not been in here for a couple days. He's back. Guess who's back? Back again. All right. Oh, I see. We're headed to the home stretch. This is where we started. Hot dog. And I'm sure there's going to be some that I see throughout using it that we'll just have to go over at that time. Chicken spaghetti. You already made it, Darlene? Hi, Ruth. Okay, now we're going to take a sanding block. Lord knows, don't let Zach have a sanding block. And we're just going to lightly go over this. I want to smooth this out because I use the paintbrush and sometimes like you feel the strokes. I don't know what you call it, y'all. I don't know what I'm saying. Not electric, but you fill the little bottle with water and then swish across the grid and then hit the bottom and the dirty water goes in the bottom. Should be bigger, but I tried with chalk paste and it worked great. Okay, good to know. Yes, Sharon, exactly. Sharon, can you just come on down and take over those duties for me, please? Beef, porcupines, and rice. Jeannie, what on earth is that? Fred the Fly.
You know I can hear you, right?
I can hear you. I'm talking crap about your sanding skills. Because I love you. Can you get Fred out of here? Brush strokes. I found, by the way, the aftermath of the sanding in his shop this morning, actually. The Lagoon paste.
When did we do that project?
That was Saturday night.
So you haven't been in the garage for 2 days?
I mean, I did, but not on your side.
Oh, look at you.
Not on your side. You have no ground to stand on because I don't go on your side. There was like a hand towel that was dyed in Lagoon that went in the trash.
We build up, we don't tear down. Just like I told the boys today, okay? We build up, we don't tear down.
You need to get out of here. All right, look. Here's our scarecrow. Yes, I should have Zach sand it. Okay, here we go, y'all. We're going to take this. We're going to peel it off of our backer sheet, okay? We're going to grab our fuzzing cloth. And we're going to lay it down and we're going to fuzz it. Wait, did you just give my... I did, Deb, but you haven't made it down here. Oh, goodness. Cobb salad. You're having cheese broccoli soup. I'm currently looking for a job. Evelise, yes. Corn. Steak corn on the cob. Teresa, you should have called me. Thanks for the stars. I use sliders to make hamburger steaks and cooked potatoes in the microwave. Amy, those are my favorite. Michelle's Mr. Pinning. Michelle, what are you making? Ruth ordered this. Yes, a lot of y'all ordered this. Thank you guys so much. It was an amazing Peanuts launch day. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this and we're going to not do that. We need to wax first. Sonic, yes, quesadillas, Loretta. Ground beef, beef rice aroni, egg mixed together from meatballs, 4 meatballs, brown and sauce, and bake. Interesting. Y'all are fancy. Cheesesteaks and guacamole. Wow. Tomorrow night, they have baseball lessons. Y'all, these kids, their butts are going to be so whooped this fall season. Like, tonight was their one night off. Tomorrow night, they have like catching or pitching or hitting lessons. Wednesday night, they have baseball practice. Thursday night, they have baseball practice. And they have to get up at 5 a.m. every morning. Except for Friday. Friday, they don't have early morning practice. So they get to sleep in an extra hour. But their butts are going to be whooped. And I said that to Zach as we were booking all of the baseball lessons. And he's like, too bad. They'll be fine. 9 huggers. Dana had BLTs, got my mini sale Monday box today. Yes, and did y'all see I posted all the mini sale Monday finished pieces in the VIP group today from the 11th? Sometimes your wax will get like caked up on the edge. Just, I mean, don't stress it. It's just wax. Okay, now we can lay our transfer down. Yeah, Barbara. They are going to sleep well. Dylan told me tonight he was going to bed at 8:30. I was like, that's probably a good idea. Okay. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Transfer stuck to itself. Okay, so now we're going to lay this down right on top of Mr. Snoopy Scarecrow. Like that. And we're going to press it down. Fried corn on the cob. Oh my gosh. Yes, Tracy, they have to be at the school. Well, the doors open at 6 a.m. We were there at 5:57 this morning. They have to be on the field ready to go at 6:30 a.m. And then, mind you, they don't get off the bus and get home until about 4:45. So, I mean, it's insane. Their schedule's insane. Like, but let me tell you something. I think they're going to be some fit little guys when this fall season's over with. Okay. Now, pretty sure that hit the floor at some point in my life. I'm just going to do this in black. Sometimes I tell y'all to do it in Dune. Oh, I'm so excited, Darlene. That's great. Oh, Deb. Oh, Deb. Oh, Deb's doing her pumpkin now. Leftover enchiladas. I have bruschetta and corn on the cob. Dylan told me earlier he was going to bed, but he found his way to the VR, you know, which is the virtual reality headset. Did that for a little bit, but I have a feeling right now he's in his room. He's probably going to crash out soon. So, all right, we're going to have to color some of this in, which is totally fine. But I want to pick up some of the excess here, because then I can take it over to another section on my transfer and put it down there. Okay, and here's good old Woodstock hanging out on the hat. It's pretty fancy. All right, now we're going to take this off. First, I'm going to make sure most of my excess is off. Okay. Oh, I just stuck my finger right in the paste jar. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. He's gonna go upside down. Oh, awesome. Tortellini and Cajun sausage, Alfredo, and garlic bread. Look how stinking cute he is. Okay, now for the dirty part. We gotta clean this, and I gotta clean myself. Because, like I said, I stuck my hand in the black velvet paste. My finger. Having 3-hour volleyball practices. Yes. When I pulled up today at the school, I was not expecting the long line of cars. However, because we were a little early, I could see why, because the doors weren't open. But there were girls and boys everywhere. But Jackson told me today when he got home that the girls, there's volleyball tryouts. And I guess a lot of girls were trying out for it. So he's like, Mom, not everybody's going to make it, so it won't be as chaotic. I'm like, okay. So, all right, son. Thanks for letting me know. All right, let's grab a board eraser. Dana said when I ordered the stick sponges the first time, I ordered the wrong size. They were so little but work great. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all. Update. That reminds me, you said stick fast. Okay, right before I got off my live yesterday when we did the sneak peek of the cutout of the week, somebody had said, can you just remove the lid? Okay. I've never been able to get the lid off. All right. Well, I was successful. And I got the lid off. Now, granted, I had to work at it, but I was able to get the lid off, and I was able to pour the rest of that bottle in this one. So I actually did not have to open up the new one, but I opened it up. Let me rephrase that. I did not know this. So if y'all know that, if you knew this the whole time, then that is fantastic. But I went to go open up the brand new that was in the bag. So I took the lid off and I'm like, okay, how am I going to cut this? And I'm like, you know what? Let me just take a push pin and stick it down in there. Sure enough, y'all, it like broke a seal and now I don't even need to cut it. Like it's going to come out. That little bitty hole. Did y'all know that? Or did I just get lucky with this bottle? Because I was like, say what? All right, let me clean this one more time. I was pleasantly surprised. Chicken salad on Ritz crackers. Yes. That's my fave. It is, Sandy. It is, Barbara. Yeah, you could use chalk markers to color in the areas, Tracy. Yes. Certainly. Janet uses her pens all the time. Oh, apparently I didn't know that. Debbie used pliers. Yep. Oh, Hope. I just never knew that. I've always cut it. Y'all are teaching me all the tips. I'm the fool cutting it and then cutting it too big of a hole. I never knew that, y'all. That's crazy of me to not know that. I've seen the big bottles. I just don't want to maneuver that big bottle. Okay, we have to clean this off because we are going to use this again. Okay. So I want to make sure that this is nice and clean. I'm just going to lay it like that. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to start working on our scarecrow. But we got to make sure it's dry. Like, this is cute as is. Pretty darn cute. We do. Yep, Teresa, yep. All right, so I realized something, Zach, if you're watching. Okay, it's story time. For 3 years now, since we've had our lasers, Zach has always done all of the files. Okay? Created all the files, all of that. Well, Friday, I was like, I want to learn. So I was in charge of doing all the Snoopies. Okay? When I realized something just now, this bottom piece right here is supposed to be a pole that Snoopy is sitting on, not 2 little sticks. So what we need to do with the file is create this piece right here so it looks like a pole, right? So when you get yours, you'll have that. I just realized that. Amy, I'm not either, but I'm really smitten by these guys. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start up here at the top, and we're going to use bark, okay? See what I'm talking about?
I see what you're talking about there, but also at the same time.
I understand.
That's the way you're...
I know, it's like that. I mean...
That's an easy fix.
But I think it would look better, because if he's as... I mean, what do y'all think? It needs to be solid, right?
Yeah.
As if he's on a stick.
Pole.
And I know people have ordered this, so we haven't shipped any, so we'll just make that solid. Anyways, not a big deal. That was my file I made. So that was on me.
Anything wrong with the Snoopy files? It's all in Amy.
It's on me! Hey, I learn.
Learning.
Okay, so I just sprayed some water in my bark. And we're just going to paint it. I know, Melinda. Okay, that's way too watered down. So we're probably going to go over this a couple times. But I use a push pin to reopen the hole. Me too. Me too. Hold on. Okay, yes, I use the push pin to open the hole as well. But now we know. Okay, that's much better. So basically what we're doing is we're going right over those black velvet lines. And if you have never seen this done before, you're probably thinking, lady, why are you doing that? That's going to look awful. Well, this kind of, I don't know, technique, method, it is a little different, but it's one that you really have to trust the process. So I am challenging you to trust the process. So there you have it. Broom handle, yes. Your Highland cow has 4 spacers, Michelle. Wonder how we did that. We'll blame that one on the boys. All right, so we're just going around. I did not wax it. I will wax it before I lay my transfer back down. Once all the paste is dry. Okay, so there's something right here. Maybe that'll be brown too. Why not? All right. Let's keep going. Yes, Ruth. I think that's a great idea. And we might add like a 3D element to this. Can anybody guess what that's going to be? If I can get it to work. This is so stinking cute. He's just standing there innocently like, I'm a scarecrow. Hi, Tina. Y'all make sure you hit the heart button, sprinkle the video out, comment the word scarecrow. All right, we've got Woodstock down here chilling. So Woodstock is going to be yellow. Woodchuck? What's a woodchuck? So if this was solid, I would do this, probably in brown. Yes, Kimberly Bishop. Kathy Paramore, yes. The beard cutout had a spacer that was attached. No pop out of it. Oh, there you have it, Michelle. It's your lucky day. Did you finish your chimney? All right, we're doing another coat because I want it to be nice and solid. Just because I don't want any white to show through. I need another vacation, do all the cutouts I ordered, yes. I'm sure you were, Dana. Do you just craft on the, mostly on the weekends? All right, there we have it. Okay, the brown is done. Okay. Well, just let me know, Michelle. That was from last year, right? What is the board you have on top of the table? So it is one of our older self-healing mats. We used to sell these on our website. Okay, for the jacket, I picked cherry. Should we go with cherry or y'all tell me another color? Let's look over here and work on Woodstock. And I'm going to grab a smaller brush. Should we do cherry jacket? I think so. Okay, how am I going to do this? You received 3 packages? Must have all been held at the facility waiting for one delivery. Goodness. All right, this is Woodstock, and he's getting a shade of Bumblebee. Need to retire, yeah. I know. Rust, I don't have rust. Should I do marmalade, the orange, the newer orange? We could darken it up, maybe. All right, I got to figure out what to do right here because it's not really like closed off. There. Marmalade. Okay, and I'm going to do, I am going to go ahead and do this in orange peel. Not orange peel. This is Bumblebee. Good grief. Now, this one is a little different because, like, some of this is not, I don't know the term, closed off, cut off. So, like, it's okay to go, like, outside. The lines, I guess. I don't know. Yes. I thought about Lagoon. Lakeshore for more of a denim look, but I think Russ is even better. Yes, designated strands. Man, that's great. Like, how did you think of that? All right, let's just finish this part up and then we'll figure out the color for the jacket. I thought about using Cabernet too, but I use Cabernet and it doesn't matter, but I used Cabernet on the other scarecrow we did. And I was trying to keep him a little bit different. So like I did Cabernet on this guy. I'm about to make another purchase. Girl, everybody needs this guy in their life. And I get it. Like, Peanuts is not for everybody. But if you know somebody that's a Peanuts fan, or if you're like me and you have the fear of missing out on certain things, like, you need to grab this. Like, this is a collector's item. Like, this is Peanuts, y'all. This is Peanuts. And Chocateur has partnered with Peanuts. So everybody should have all the collector's items when it comes to Peanuts. All right, let me see how we're doing. So I don't think I'm going to do that, though. I don't think I'm going to do the straw. At the top. Yep, Michelle is a #1 Peanuts fan. All right, so I'm not really worried too much. Like, that's a little transparent right there. Okay, I think that's good. All right, let me see what I got for my marmalade. I know, Debbie. You know, we have all the peanuts cutouts, even from the very first release. Just saying. Okay, so I have a little bit of marmalade in here. So I'm going to give it a stir. Should be enough. Let's see. I have another jar. Let me add a little bit more. That way we can make a little bit more. Just a little bit. Okay, now close this up. Then we're going to grab espresso and another stir stick. Correct, Debbie. They're on my website. Correct. When you comment the word Scarecrow, there is a link somewhere in that message that says peanuts cutouts. Nope, I'm not doing the whole Etsy thing. All right, I'm going to add this much. This might be too much. But I'm going to give it a start, or I'm going to give it a stir. We're going to start this off and see what it looks like. So I would just start by adding a little bit at a time. Okay, so I'm going to go in for a little bit more, and now I just realized I used that stir stick. Can't wait for a Charlie Brown Christmas CC release. Yes, it's going to be good. That's right, Dana. Collector's items, man. Why did I just threw the stir stick away, and now it's at the bottom of the trash along with all the... Oh, good gravy. Okay. I'm just going to set this on the side. There's a little bit on there, but it's fine. All right, and we're going to grab that. And we're going to bring that into our mix. I'm trying to avoid making that baby poop, baby food color. You know, we talked about the other night. We don't want that. Okay, I think we're getting there. We're getting somewhere, y'all. Definitely darker. For sure. Okay, so let me show you the comparison. Marmalade's here. And this is the darker color. Marmalade, the darker color. Yes, are we good? Yes, peanuts is everywhere. It's all the rave, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Grab your stuff. Okay, I think that's good. So now let's go and paint the jacket. Okay, let's do this. Here we go. Oh, yeah. It's a good color. And this right here is actually relaxing to me. Painting in the lines. Oh, I didn't tell you all this. We did go to Roadhouse yesterday. We went shopping for football cleats, baseball cleats, new baseball gloves, football gloves, mouthpiece. Can you imagine with two boys, same age? I mean, even not the same age. Two boys. They were so busy. We went to Dick's Sporting Goods. They were so busy, like every pair of their cleats were sold out. So I just scanned the barcode on the shoe when we were in the store, and I just ordered them online. And they've already shipped. So that's good news. I mean, I don't really think you can go cheap with cleats. So, yeah, it does get expensive. And Dad was not in the say no mood. Oh man, I painted on his chest. I'm gonna have to go over that in white. He's got a rusty chest. That's okay. All right, so there's layer 1 or whatever. Yes, good cleats are worth the price. Yep. It was damn near a house payment, yes. They started last week there. I'm not even drawing what I'm supposed to be drawing. I like this color. I forgot some of the sleeve. The band at the same time. Yes, boys are expensive, Kathy. Expensive taste. But Mom also has an expensive taste for their clothes. I buy them that Baseball Lifestyle brand. It's good quality. It lasts long, which I know they grow and stuff, but I bought bigger sizes. I mean, I like it. They feel confident in it, and that is what matters to me. Remember, y'all, YOLO. In my YOLO era. Okay, I'm going over this again because it's a little see-through. We gotta fix the chest. That's right. The twins are in competitive traveling cheerleading. It's very expensive. Yes. It's not cheap. Okay, right here we have this little section of his sleeve. That needs to be a little bit darker. Hi, Missy. We're doing this Scarecrow. Snoopy Scarecrow. We're just enjoying the evening. All right, now I need to go in and fix his chest Good Lord. Why did I do that? Getting ahead of myself. Yes. Kid played soccer, cheerleading, and football. Yep. Okie doke. I have the white right here. I'm going to grab the dryer. No, Linda. All the peanuts, when you comment the word scarecrow, there's going to be a spot in that message that says peanuts cutouts. Those are on our, website. Not Etsy, website. Where cutout of the week is, our shirts, how to get information on our subscription boxes, that website. Oh, hi, Kira. You in here? I know, Deb. Oh, I don't want that brush. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and we're going to try and fix the chest. Okay, I'm going to dry it and then I'm going to go over it again. Honestly, after I have both a girl and a boy, they're both expensive, whether in sports, band, or dance. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, dance is not cheap either. Nothing is. Okay, we fixed this chest. All right, do we have everything done? Holy cow, we've made it. Now, we're going to make sure that this is really, really super dry. Now, okay, let's back up a second. Here's my little other scarecrow guy. Snoopy almost looks like he is holding pom-poms. Rah, rah, shish kumbah. Hi, Patty. Okay, so as I mentioned, where is it? I'm putting this guy on the 9x9 chubby. And I want to put a pattern in the background. Very, subtle pattern. Okay, which I'm deciding to use the weave-in pattern. So, because we have our cutout painted, and he's going to go on here, I need color options for the background. Originally, I was thinking like espresso or dune. Something like that. I don't know. What do y'all think? All right, let's dry this really, really good. I'm not going to do the straw in the hat because I'm going to try and do raffia on this, and I don't necessarily want to do raffia up there. I don't think it's going to look right. I mean, you're the second person that said something. Should I do it? What corn pattern, Barbara? Do we have a corn pattern? Should I do the raffia on the hat? Or the hay? Dune? Okay. Blue. So I'm saying try it. Fine. Fine. Okay, fine. Fine. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Because remember, there's no, what did y'all say earlier? Designated something? Okay, y'all. She was in rugby, fast pitch, baseball, and basketball. My son was in football, basketball, track, and they kept me running. No kidding, Miss Deb. No kidding. All right. Glue gun's on. Kathy, you'll have to send me a message. I don't know which ones. The hay on the hat looks finished now. You're right, guys. Y'all are right. Hi, Lisa. Green for the background. I mean, I could do sage. Me too. All right, I just want to make sure this is really good and dry because we're going to wax this. And I don't want to smear my paste. So y'all think sage? Let me grab sage. Oh, Lord. I don't even know the last time I used sage. That's eucalyptus, but this is sage. Sage, eucalyptus. Sage is on top, eucalyptus is on bottom. All right, we're going to wax this. The great grand is playing football, basketball, and baseball. That's a lot. Okay. So, I don't know. All right, we'll do it right there too. The Snoopy pattern. It's not a bad idea. I gotta find that transfer though. Oh no, where is it? Right here. I got it. So this is the Snoopy pattern. I think it's still available. Oh, okay. We could use that. All right, we've got this all waxed. Let me do this. Please hold. I mean, we could even do Dune in the Snoopy pattern. Okay, we're going to grab our transfer, our Scarecrow transfer right here, Snoopy Scarecrow. And we're going to fuzz it because we've cleaned it and we've removed all of that lint from the back. Okay, so yes or no to the Snoopy pattern? That's question number 1. Hey, Nancy. Nancy joined our perks program this week. All right, this is nice and fuzzed. Remember, we're applying lint to the back. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and put this down, and we're going to line this up. So basically, I don't want to see any white. That's whenever you know it's lined up. Okay, noted the pattern. Okay. So we'll use weaving. Okay, we'll stick to the original pattern. So now the question is, I think my gut tells me to do this color. Dune or sage? I don't think sage. I think it's got to be Dune. I can't make up my mind, y'all. All right, let me get this in a spot to where it's not going to move. And yes, we got to put this black velvet on top. Okay. Cafe Miller, you want to join Perks? You comment the word Scarecrow. I have a link in there. You can join my Perks so that you can save 30% off on all things Snoopy and all things chalk related. It's pretty amazing. And it's half off to join this month, y'all. You want to be part of my crazy, amazing crafting community. And if you jump in the VIP group, you'll find out that once you join Perks or Club or both, you get a whopping pretty amazing special from Zach and I. Pretty awesome. All right, let's get all the excess. Take that off. Y'all ready to see the magic in the making? Ready? Holy stinking cow, y'all. Look at that. Doesn't that make it look so amazing? Like, holy cow. It just like totally, it's just, it just, I'm amazed every time I do this method, technique, whatever you want to call it. Can you believe that? All right, let me set this aside. And I think that orange is perfect, actually. Thanks, Nancy. See, Nancy got to take advantage of the amazing deal. All right, so now I guess my question is, do we add raffia still? I kind of like it the way it is. All right, let me clean all this off. Go over it again. I would just use a baby wipe because this black velvet, it's so messy. And then you're going to take your board eraser. Like this. Clean off the rest of that silk screen. Clean off the rest of your transfer. Okay, right now I'm just wiping off all of that water. And now we're going to flip it over and clean the back side. School was closed here for the first day. Are you serious, Lorena? What is wrong with this world? All right, sorry for the noise. Sometimes it makes inappropriate sounds, okay? As my children would say. Mom! Okay. Dunzo. All right, there's a lot of no to raffias. Hold on. All right, here we go. So now we're going to lay this sticky side facing up. Okay, white side to sticky side. Okay, and we are going to make sure that it is pressed down. No raffia. I'm thinking so. All right. Now our transfer is ready to be used again. Thanks, Tina. It's pretty awesome, huh? All right, let's grab our chubby. And let's grab our pattern. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. We'll do the raffia in a minute. I'm going to lay this down. Let me fuzz it really quick though. All right. Okay, this is the Tiffany Thiessen weave-in pattern. Okay. All right, it's still sticking with the dune. Yes, you can paint with ink on a shirt. All right, this is really dry. So we need to work with that. Let me grab this one. This is the 9x9 Janet. No, they're not holes. It's like paste or something. I need to work with that other jar. All right, so we're going to go and take a small squeegee that's in my hand. And we're just going to cover this entire pattern. In dune. Making sure we get all the way to the edges. Okay, you want to pick up all of your excess on the silk screen. Just slide it back into your jar because you don't want to waste the paste. Now we're going to lift it up. Oh my gosh, Dana, you haven't? I've used it a lot and I love it. All right, there's that. Add it to your next order or make it a wish list item for sure. All right, that is the jar I have to work with. I need to clean this transfer. Kira, what are you doing by the door? Nobody in this house is listening to you. Except for me, but I'm busy. All right, spray, spray, spray. You got to do it every time, y'all. Clean as you go. Just get the majority of it off. Now we're going to go in and use our board eraser to get the rest out of the screen, okay? And then we're going to test our raffia and see what we decided. Okay, grab a paper towel. Like so. Clean it off. Flip it over. We're going to do the same thing to the back. Apparently I did not do a good job cleaning this last time. That's what I think you're seeing, Miss Deb, right there. Something. Who knows?
Hey, baby girl, I heard mommy was too busy for you.
Yeah, and you just
never too busy.
You just ran her over because you busted in like a bull in a china shop.
She's excited because someone has time for her now. Come on. Come on.
You know what? You are really being an instigator tonight.
Oh.
We had to explain the difference to the boys last night at dinner. The difference between instigating and interrupting. Dylan was using it not in the correct way. It's like, Mom, somebody said I instigated them. And I'm like, what? I'm like, interrupted them? He's like, well, what does that mean? Instigated. I'm like, not in the way you're saying it. That means like you're starting crap, basically. I'm like, ask your dad. He does it a lot. All right, so now our weave-in pattern is done, y'all. You see how this works? If you are new here, these transfers can be used lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of times. They are really, really fun. Man, my screen is totally crooked tonight, y'all. Nobody told me that. My husband didn't even told me that. We actually used this pattern on those two pumpkins up there. It's fine. Okay, let me try and get this in here. Scoochy, scoochy. All right, there we go. Okay, now we're going to make sure that this is dry. And then we're going to grab our raffia, I guess. Figure out what we're doing with that. It's already dry. All right, let's grab some raffia. Let me clear some room here. You know, you have to clean as you go. Those are the rules here. You're going to feel so much better about yourself if you do that. I promise you. Okay, I have one color of marmalade. It's this one. Okay. So let me grab the raffia and we'll see what we can do. I want this bunch right here. And yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just cut right there. And right here. Okay, so now we have this that we're working with. This is going to be real interesting. I don't know whose idea this was. Because we can always trim it, right? So, originally, I thought I would just put some glue on there, and just lay it down, and then once I got it down there and glued in place, I could then just go and trim it. I don't know. Y'all see it? That one's curved. That's on the darn curve. I thought about that, but I don't know. I don't think it would spread out as much. We can try it. All right. I need another set of hands, y'all. Let's see. Okay, so there's one tied. I just don't know Okay. Less is more. See, I'm thinking so. I like the thought, like to try it. I mean, this would have been okay, except for it needs to be like way spread out. Okay, we tried, right? Now, I think I want to make this a little bit 3D. You know, why not? This is precious. Okay, I gotta find my blocks. Hold on. Actually, let's just do Scrabble tiles today. Yes, perfect. That's perfect. Put one there. I guess I could have used Stick Fast. Put one right there and one right here. I could make more than one of those bundles, you're right. All right, and one right there. Ow. I'm just making sure I got all of my, like this would almost need something, but I'm not about to cut this in half. I think it'll be okay. All right, now. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is so stinking cute. Yeah, this is okay. This is not super thin where I'm worried. Now, if this guy didn't have one underneath it, I would be a little concerned. Okay, so we're going to go quickly place glue. We're going to have a lot of glue strings behind it, but you know what? We can take a dryer to it. Now I'm going to hold it up, make sure it is even, because this stuff dries very fast. Press it down. Y'all, I really, really hope I inspired you to go grab some peanut stuff. This is my favorite launch of peanuts everywhere. Everywhere. Of any of them. All right, so I'm just going to take my hair. Just clean those up. Make corn stalks. I don't know. I have a Scrabble tile right there. It won't work. Y'all, this is so cute. What do y'all think? I made that. So can you. Isn't this super cute, y'all? He's pretty precious. This is Snoopy Scarecrow. So this is Dune in the background with the weave-in pattern. We took marmalade, added espresso, bumblebee, bark, 2 layers. And then I just painted it in bright white chalk paste. You can find our cutouts on our website. Just comment the word Scarecrow. You can get all the supplies in that message. You can also get our super cute cutout of the week in that message, $10. But go grab all the peanut stuff, y'all. So, y'all have a great one. We'll see you next time. Bye.